Welcome to the Darani Emirate. I have been offered the position of Supreme General of the Armed Forces of Daran. In this video, we will inspect the readiness of the Nuvai Air Defense Garrison and ensure their effectiveness should the worst happen. The Nuvai Air Defense Battalion is responsible for protecting the Darani airspace north of the capital city Al-Burai and the strategically important airport in the region. They do a rotating shifts of duty, so half of the battalion is away resting while the other half stays on site protecting the very important anti-air systems and radar facility. The Air Defense Command consists of 3 anti-air weapons platforms, a radar and control tower, and half a battalion of guards from the local reserve division. The garrison works 2 shifts, one guards and does patrols, while the other rests, either in the barracks or the bunker. It is dangerous work patrolling at night, but it has to be done. Sadly, my reserve units do not have night vision, flashlights or flares. But it must be done. East of the base is a wooded hill, and enemies could sneak up close. So a whole platoon gets the job of searching it many times each night. In the darkness, the quiet, usually only finding local fauna scurrying away. This night should be no different. South of the wooded hill is a madrasa and another wooded hill. A platoon is tasked with patrolling this area. It is further away and the area is more open, so fewer men are needed to patrol that part of the perimeter. Besides, we would not like to disturb the scholars and students sleeping there. On the west side of the compound is a tree line. It too must be patrolled. Ambush! And these are no mere insurgents. The guards come under accurate rifle fire from Western weapons. As I am attacked from the west, a patrol on the wooded hill gets eliminated. The whole garrison is mobilized immediately. There are plans drilled into every sergeant, and they know what to do. No time is wasted on giving orders. Men just spring into action and go to predetermined defensive positions, as well as moving to control tactically important areas. Battalion commander is moved to the secure bunker, while underlings stay behind to communicate to regional command. High command must be warned of this surprise attack, but it will take some convincing regarding the nationality of the aggressors. Most of the company moves into defensive positions, but one platoon is transported to the southern hill to drive out the invaders. Meanwhile, Battalion Command makes their escape. Raider security takes heavy losses in their wake. But Command makes it to the bunker safely. Due to budget reasons, the anti-air systems are not manned at the moment. But crews are being scrambled to get in position. The firepower of those Shilkas could make the difference in this battle. Another patrol in the woods is hit. These Americans are like ghosts. Unseen death striking without warning. To their south, the assault platoon has reached their staging point. Here they will dismount and sweep the hill for any Americans. Unlike the patrols in the north, they will not be so spread out and will support each other as they move through the dark forest. We must protect those guns at all costs. Shit. Hurry, boys. Find that javelin. But they find the sharp end of an American stick instead. Another Shilka gets taken out before their crews reach them. Stunned by the sudden ambush, my assault force cowers. But Madrasa Patrol Group is sending reinforcements. Risking open ground, they rush to the base of the hill, into defilade where American guns will not see them just yet. Creeping up the slope, they assault into the ambushing Americans. They make it to the tree line. Now they face the deadly hunt for these Special Forces assassins. My last Shilka gets taken out just as the crew had embarked. Now all we can do is try to warn High Command of this intervention. This is probably just the first step in their imperialistic designs. One does not take out an air defense facility unless one has plans for further aerial operations. This crew arrives to find their Shilka disabled due to automatic grenade launcher damage. Facing attack from 3 different directions, we can only deduce that this was a very well planned and executed operation. performed by highly skilled special operatives. This is no mere raid. This is a stepping stone for a bigger campaign. We must get our warning out to regional command, or risk being caught flat-footed in future battles. Madrasa platoon has a moment of doubt. Some of their men wish to withdraw. There is talk of getting more RPGs from the trucks. On the eastern hill, patrol survivors have some luck in ambushing the invaders. The same cannot be said about the south shore. Patrol survivors try to make a fighting retreat back to the bunker. A company's leaders try to get a better idea on what we are facing. Americans. Definitely American Navy SEAL Special CIA assassins. One of the Madrasa patrol squads have reached the trucks. Rearm or retreat, or both. Elsewhere, everything is going to shit. Men take fire from all directions. It is either keep your head down or get blasted while trying to seek shelter. The best course is stay and fight, but many lack faith and perish. Some stay and fight, even if it is just firing blindly into the trees. Because there is no mercy for those who run. The madrasa itself is turned into a fire-supporting fortress. But the Delta Force cannot be fixed in place. Realizing what horror stalks the wood, Madrasa platoon retreats to the slope of the hill into defilade. Things are not looking promising on the south hill, but they are even worse in the eastern woods. The scattered remains of the platoon over there desperately run towards the bunker. We are unable to give them covering fire. No one sees that deep into the forest. And from the western tree line, we endure a torrent of fire, suppressing all who dare peek their heads above cover. Ultimate Fighting Champions assault from the tree line. They are going towards the Radio Shack. Definitely 100% American cowboys. Get back on the radio and report. High Command is going to refer to the regime and get advice on what to do. What to do? They ask. Send reinforcements. Unleash the artillery. Get me out of here. On South Hill, assault platoon has regrouped and now peppers the forest with area fire. It does not go unnoticed. They can feel fear. But my men do as well, and melt back into the woods. The American attack on the Radio Shack must be checked. Men are sent from the barracks to counter this threat. They must make it over open ground to reach the base of the little hill, where they can engage in close combat with the approaching Marines. The fire support squad gets taken out by accurate mortar fire. Meanwhile, Battalion Command prepares to bug out, get into a truck and race away as fast as they can. More Yankees advance on the Radio Shack, on a collision course with my barracks garrison. No, this is cheating. Where is their honor? So many of my men die without ever seeing an enemy. The Americans are striking 2 or 3 other anti-air sites in the region. Those get hit by missiles or airstrikes. Reports are confusing. New orders are to evacuate high-level commanders and specialist crews, the Shilka crews. This compound is effectively destroyed. We can only hope to save what little leftovers we can. And the quarterbacks are closing in, tightening the noose. The only surviving Shilka crew, along with B Company HQ, will mount up in this troop and get out of here. The enlisted reserve troops will cover their retreat. A company's commander is dead. The radio man and the operator in the radar shack are fighting for their lives on that little hill. Hurry up, Yusuf. Get us out of here. I don't know, man. It seems very hairy out there. The eastern tree line is infested by American sharpshooting heavy weapons. The road to safety is no longer safe at all. But the crew truck tries anyway. The situation has reached critical levels. Casualties are mounting. Men are panicking. My bravest men try to give the crew truck covering fire. They shoot at suspicious trees, but fire back with greater volume and more accuracy. Madrasa patrol is the only combat effective-ish element left. They try to help against the radar shack assault. Crew truck tries to make another go of it, speeding away towards their doom. It is at this time that battalion command decides to try their luck with the bunker. Maybe the Americans will not find them. B Company HQ and the Shirka crew are mowed down in the open. I've still got men on the south hill, but the Americans are swarming the base from the western tree line. The battle is surely lost. Most of my men refuse orders. Those who do quickly become suppressed or dead. I'm pulling back Madrasa patrol in an attempt to plug the holes in my perimeter. The American elite snipers engage my Madrasa patrol in long-range firefight. We have some luck. Yusuf bails on the commanders, but he does not get away. East and West perimeter patrols are all but annihilated. South Assault Force is barely combat effective. Shilka Guardsmen have been destroyed. And now, the American Rangers assault from the eastern woods. The operator in the radio shack awaits his fate. AK-47 at the ready. Main garrison platoons take a beating trying to take back Shack Hill. They are under fire from all directions. We were not prepared for this kind of assault. We had no night vision, no flares, not even flashlights. Most of my men fall to the deadly darkness. How can you fight the darkness? I have no defenders north of the bunker. It is only a matter of time before the Marines breach it. Battalion command gets executed without a fight. Perhaps it is for the best. It might spark rage in the survivors of this battle. This battle was predictably one-sided. We hope to do better in the next one. Our forces will not be as surprised. Warning got out. The same cannot be said about my garrison though. Maybe a dozen men will make it back to our lines. If they do not desert, that is. Out of 200 men, around 150-ish are dead or missing. The anti-air systems are destroyed. A total defeat.